Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 5 of my 30-day life challenge. So, today's topic is the two conversations that changed the way I think. So, have you ever had a conversation that stayed with you for years? Not because it was long, but because it completely changed the way you look at your life. So, today I want to share two conversations I'll never forget. One happened with my boss, and the other one happened with myself. Both changed the direction of my journey. So let's go and let me tell you a little bit of the background. So many years ago, while working in the film industry, I knew I was ready to move into the next position. I had worked hard, I had learned everything I could. I believe I was ready for more responsibility, so I asked for the opportunity. But the answer was no. No, because I wasn't capable. I was told they wanted me to stay where I was because I was very good at my job. At first, that sounded like a compliment. But then I realized something. If I stayed there simply because I was comfortable and valuable in that position, I might never grow. So I made a difficult decision and I left the production without another job waiting for me. That was one of the biggest risks I had ever taken. Before I left, my boss shared something I'll never forget. She told me she had experienced the same thing. She had to stay in her position because she was good at it. And over time, she watched other people receive opportunities she knew she was capable of doing. Then she looked at me and said, you're making the right decision. That conversation confirmed what my heart already knew. Sometimes growth requires leaving what's comfortable. Not because you're unhappy, but because you believe you're capable of becoming more. A short time later, another opportunity came along. Someone believed in me and gave me the chance to move into the role I've been working toward. That decision became one of the turning points in my career. So, years later, during my entrepreneurial journey, I had another important conversation. But this time, it wasn't with someone else, it was with myself. As I was building, I found myself looking at the results I wanted and wondering why they weren't happening as quickly as I had hoped. That's when I stopped and asked myself a question. Why did I start this journey in the first place? The answer reminded me that I didn't begin this journey because I expected everything to happen overnight. I started because I wanted to create a different future. I wanted more flexibility. I wanted to be more present for my family. I wanted to continue learning, and I also wanted to build something meaningful. That conversation brought me back to my purpose. Then I heard something in a podcast that completely shifted my perspective. The message was simple: focus on what you can control and not on what you can't. So that lesson changed the way I approach every goal. Instead of focusing only on the destination, I started focusing on the process. And I've learned that every journey has its own space. Has its own pace. Some people reach their goals quickly, others take longer, but neither journey is better. It's simply different. The only comparison that really matters is who you are today compared to who you were yesterday. So I've also learned that big dreams are built through small victories. So celebrate the small milestones. Celebrate the learning something new. Celebrate to learning something new. Celebrate to showing up. Celebrate to staying consistent. Because those small wins become the foundation for bigger achievements. And never stop investing on your mindset. Read books, listen to podcasts, learn from mentors, attend trainings. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow. You see, your mindset shapes the way you respond to every opportunity and every obstacle. So maybe today you are facing your own difficult decision. Maybe you are deciding whether to stay where is comfortable. Or maybe you're wondering if it is time to learn something new. Or perhaps you're frustrated because your progress feels slower than someone else's. But here is what I encourage you to do. Don't compare your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 10. Focus on what you can control, and that is, keep learning, keep growing, keep showing up. And every step you take is building a stronger foundation for the future. So trust the process. Looking back, I'm grateful for both conversations. One reminded me that sometimes we need the courage to leave the comfort behind. The other one reminded me that success isn't about raising other people. It's about becoming the person you're capable of becoming. So growth is a process. There will be challenges, there will be moments of doubt. But if you stay committed to learning, growing, and taking consistent action, you look back one day and realize how far you have come. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 6 of our challenge. But before you leave, I'd love to hear from you. So, what's one question or one piece of advice that changed the way you think? Or what's one small milestone you celebrated recently that remind you you're making progress? I love to read your story in the comments. So thank you for watching the live with me today. I'll see you tomorrow in day 6 of the day 30, oh sorry, day 6 of the 30-day live challenge. Thank you everyone. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.